as I've grown, because when I first got into this field, it was purely, I feel in my heart of hearts that I was born a jock, raised a jock, always been a jock. And I've never really veered from that too much. But as I begin to age and differentiate myself from the young jock that I once was into an adult recreational population who plays sports once or twice a week, but who fully enjoys the process of performance, I realized that there are a number of different things that go wrong inside the body. I worked through a lot of kinks in my body for a long period of time, successfully for the most part, but as I passed through the second and third generations, I began to feel differences inside my body. Those things didn't come by me in a day or a day and a half. They came by in 5 and 10 years. And as a result of those feelings inside of my own body, I began to explore those feelings inside of other people's bodies. And through practice and through perfection of the method and through many presentations where I've kind of thought, okay, this model's ready. Well, this took a long time for me to link in, and I finally linked into it. I feel really confident about it. Should an athlete ever train with slow tempo repetition, train like bodybuilding? Now, obviously we're going to hit on some things here that I think can be important, but one of the things I do know from my own transition from jock to bodybuilder back to jock was that in that middle period when I was doing a lot of bodybuilding and I used techniques that were required for me to hypertrophy my muscles and get them exceptionally strong, I realized coming out of it that I had the dumbest muscles on the planet. And they would not stop and change directions, and they would not, for the life of themselves, react the way I thought they would. I found ways to alter my movement in sport to fight and use more of a strength pattern. So instead of stopping quick and changing direction quickly, I would use strong loading patterns, and I still would safely be able to perform at a fairly high level, but not at an elite level. So I realized there was a change. So the more I studied it, the more I realized where this was coming from. And then I had the pleasure of dealing with a lot of Russian athletes, not one of which I've ever met lifts heavy. For the most part, every Russian athlete I've ever met has the biggest legs and ass I've ever seen of any athlete in my entire life, and not one of them ever squat more than 200 pounds. But they explode out of the bottom, they jump off boxes, hop around like kangaroos, and you wouldn't believe it. It's a pretty amazing thing. There's something that is not stopping and moving and changing direction, or not stabilizing properly. So we don't get inside of that mechanism, break it down, and figure out where those instabilities are, we're losing valuable time. Because the minute that this begins to slide towards point 4, and that transition time is slowed down ever so slightly, world-class athletes become average athletes.